Welcome back to the GovCon Intel Briefing, produced by cybercloudai.tech. I'm Alex, and with me, as always, is the brilliant Maya. Today is July 15th, 2026, and we're diving deep into the federal landscape to bring you the most critical signals for your business. Here at cybercloudai.tech, we specialize in helping small businesses and GovCon teams navigate the complexities of cybersecurity, cloud, AI, and federal capture strategy, all without that Fortune 500 overhead.
Thanks, Alex. And hello, everyone. We've got a packed agenda today with some really interesting shifts happening across the federal government. From budget reallocations to major cyber incidents and policy reversals, it's a dynamic environment out there. Let's jump right into some near-term opportunities and solicitation signals that caught our eye.
Absolutely. First up, a significant signal from the Pentagon. Federal News Network reports that the DoD is asking Congress to shift billions of dollars. This isn't new money, but a reallocation away from a range of procurement programs to cover rising military personnel costs. Maya, what's your take on this? It sounds like a potential red flag for some existing contracts.
Oh, it absolutely is, Alex. This is a classic budget squeeze. When personnel costs go up and the overall budget doesn't expand proportionally, something else has to give. For GovCon teams, this means you need to be scrutinizing your DoD pipeline. If you're heavily invested in certain procurement programs, especially those that aren't directly tied to immediate warfighter readiness or critical infrastructure, you might see delays, scope reductions, or even cancellations. It's time to assess your fit, timing, and whether to open a capture thread on services that support personnel efficiency or cost-saving measures.
That's a sharp insight. Shifting gears to something that sounds like an immediate pain point, the Air Force. Federal News Network also reported that Air Force employees are being locked out of their computers due to cybersecurity quarantines. This is tied to software updates disrupting work across bases and even the Pentagon. Maya, this screams urgent cyber need, doesn't it?
Oh, it's not just screaming, Alex. It's practically yelling through a megaphone. This is a critical operational disruption caused by what sounds like a combination of patch management issues and aggressive cybersecurity responses. For cybercloudai.tech, this is a prime opportunity. Agencies need robust, automated patch management, identity and access management solutions that don't lock out legitimate users, and incident response capabilities that can quickly differentiate between a threat and a botched update. This is a near-term, high-priority problem that needs solving yesterday. We should absolutely be assessing how we can help the Air Force with their cyber resilience and operational continuity.
Agreed. That's a clear signal. Another interesting development comes from the Department of Justice. A federal judge has told the DoJ to reinstate Telework for 2 attorneys as their lawsuit proceeds, citing disability accommodations. This isn't a massive procurement, but it highlights an ongoing trend.
Right. It's a smaller, more specific case, but the implications are broader. It reinforces the legal and operational necessity for agencies to support telework, especially for employees with disabilities. This means continued demand for secure remote access solutions, collaboration platforms, and IT support for hybrid work environments. GovCon teams offering those services should be tracking how agencies are adapting their policies and tech stacks to ensure compliance and productivity. It's not just about the tech, it's about the policy framework around it.
Good point. And speaking of DoD, Federal News Network also reported that southern border operations have cost the department at least $2.6 billion, with approximately $305 million in support provided to DHS in fiscal 2026 eligible for reimbursement. This is a significant expenditure.
It is, and it points to the ongoing substantial commitment of DoD resources to support DHS missions. While it's about reimbursement, it signifies a consistent need for various support services along the border. This could range from logistics and infrastructure to surveillance technology, and of course, the cybersecurity to protect those systems. Teams with capabilities in those areas, especially those with experience working across DoD and DHS, should be looking at this as a sustained area of investment and potential opportunity.
Now, for what might be the biggest news in the cyber compliance space this week, and it's a head-turner, the Pentagon is suspending CMMC Phase Two requirements and launching a review of the program. DoD CIO Kirsten Davies is hitting the brakes. Maya, this is huge, right?
Huge, Alex. This is a seismic shift. For years, the industry has been gearing up for CMMC, investing heavily in readiness, and now the DoD CIO is suspending the ramp-up of third-party assessments. This review casts serious doubt on the future of the current program. It creates uncertainty, yes, but also a massive opportunity for advisory services. Companies are going to be asking, what now? CyberCloudAI.tech can step in to help them navigate this ambiguity, focus on foundational cyber hygiene that will be relevant regardless of the CMMC iteration, and prepare for whatever new framework emerges. It's not a stop sign, it's a reevaluate your route sign.
That's a great way to put it. Let's pivot slightly to some broader agency and customer intelligence. Federal News Network highlighted 3 ways to turn federal AI access into mission use, discussing new guidance, acquisition pathways, and enterprise agreements. This suggests a push to move AI from policy to implementation.
Exactly. This is a critical signal that agencies are serious about bridging the delivery gap for AI. It's no longer just about research or pilot programs, it's about operationalizing AI securely and effectively across missions. For us, this means positioning CyberCloudAI.tech as the go-to partner for secure AI integration, development, and advisory services. We can help agencies leverage these new pathways and agreements to actually deploy AI, not just talk about it. Think about the potential for secure large language models, AI for data analysis, or even AI-driven cyber defense. The possibilities are, virtually limitless.
I like that. And speaking of defense, Defense Scoop reported on the defense industry shifting its procurement model to speed drone deployment. The rapid evolution of software-centric vehicles is forcing the Department of War to restructure its acquisition models. This sounds like a significant change in how they buy.
It's a fundamental shift, Alex. The traditional, slow, hardware-centric acquisition process simply doesn't work for rapidly evolving software-defined systems like drones. The DoD needs agile acquisition support, faster contracting mechanisms, and partners who understand software development life cycles, continuous integration, and secure DevOps. This is a huge opportunity for companies that can provide rapid prototyping, software engineering, and secure systems integration for these next-gen platforms. It's about speed and security, hand in hand.
Definitely. Now, let's touch on some broader budget and market movements. GovExec released a video discussing how a debt ceiling breach could mean the federal government decides not to pay any government employees. That's a pretty stark warning.
It's a worst-case scenario, but it's a reminder of the fiscal pressures always looming. While we hope it doesn't come to that, it underscores the need for GovCon businesses to maintain strong financial health and diversified portfolios. It's a watch list item, but one that demands attention because the ripple effects would be catastrophic across the entire federal ecosystem.
Indeed. Also, the Supreme Court requested a 10% budget increase for next fiscal year, totaling $228 million, citing security risks and ethics. While not directly tied to our core services, it's an interesting glimpse into judicial branch priorities.
It is. It shows that even the judicial branch is feeling the pinch and prioritizing security. While it might not be a direct opportunity for CyberCloudAI.tech, it's a general indicator of increasing security spending across all branches of government, which is always good news for the cyber sector.
And finally, Federal News Network also noted that the federal government is going beyond just funding research, trying to help researchers and students get across the valley of death from innovation to implementation. This aligns with the AI delivery gap we just discussed. Absolutely. It's another piece of the puzzle showing a broader federal push to operationalize innovation. They're not just funding the what if, they're trying to fund the how to make it real. This creates opportunities for companies that can bridge that gap, providing the engineering, integration, and security expertise to take nascent technologies and turn them into deployable solutions for federal missions. It's about practical application, not just theoretical breakthroughs. All right, Maya, let's wrap this up with 3 practical capture actions our listeners can take based on today's intelligence. What should they be doing right now?
Great question, Alex. Here are my top 3. First, regarding the CMMC suspension and the Air Force network lockouts, reevaluate your cyber compliance and resilience offerings. The CMMC uncertainty means companies need foundational cyber hygiene more than ever. Position your services to help clients achieve robust security posture that will meet any future compliance framework and directly address immediate operational cyber needs like those seen at the Air Force. Focus on advisory, assessment, and rapid incident response. Second, on the AI delivery gap, target secure AI implementation and integration. Agencies are ready to move AI from policy to practice. Develop specific offerings around secure AI model deployment, data governance for AI, and integrating AI tools into existing federal IT infrastructure. Highlight how your solutions enable agencies to confidently and securely leverage AI for mission-critical tasks, bridging that valley of death we just talked about. And third, concerning the defense drone procurement shift, align your capture strategy with agile defense acquisition models. The DoD needs partners who can support rapid, software-centric development. Showcase your capabilities in secure DevOps, continuous integration, continuous delivery, and rapid prototyping for defense systems. Emphasize your ability to deliver secure, cutting-edge solutions at the speed of mission, not the speed of legacy procurement.
Excellent. Actionable advice, Maya. That's a lot to chew on for our listeners this week.
It certainly is. The federal landscape is always moving, so staying on top of these signals is key. And that's our GovCon Intel briefing for July 15th, 2026. A big thank you to Maya for her incredible insights today. Remember, for all your GovCon cybersecurity, cloud, AI, compliance, and capture support needs, visit us at www.cybercloudai.tech. We're here to help your business thrive in the federal market. And don't forget to check out our other technology and GovCon podcasts at www.cybercloudai.tech/Spotify. Until next time, stay informed and stay competitive.